Assalamu alaikum and welcome. You're watching Real English News along with your host Sarif Ikram Yamani. Let's have a look on today's top headlines. KCR makes a surprise visit to Warangal slums. Chandrababu Naidu urges NRIs to be a part of Andhra Pradesh Smart Village program. BJP's expansion in Andhra Pradesh won't go against TDP, says Mr. Amit Shah. Zakir ur Rahman Lagvi gets bail in abduction case but will remain in jail. What politicians Shashi Tharoor's domestic help told police on a murder case. Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao on Thursday made a surprise visit to Warangal city and met people living its slums. Locals flooded him with their grievances that rang from rejections of pension to delay in issues of ration cards. And a large number of women and physically challenged persons put their worst before him. Chandrasekhar Rao pulled up district officials and directors them to solve the problems of the slum dwellers in Warangal city. He said a team of officials led by the Joint Collector will visit the slums on Friday and gather information of the eligible person for government benefits. He instructed local officials to improve amenities in the slums. He promised to construct high-quality residential colonies for the slum dwellers in the city. He also said the government has identified 16 acres of land for the colonies. Chandrasekhar Rao visited Sankara Shikantakala and Giri Prasad Nagar colony in Shampuri Patam and Bhati Sagar Nagar in Griman Pet. He will stay for a period of time and he will notice the night city and visit more slums on Friday. Later he will proceed to a place called Bhupalapalli towns and solve the people's problem.
మొత్తం డిపార్ట్మెంట్ అంత వస్తుంది. రేపు ఈడ 50 నుంచి 100 మంది అధికారులు పొద్దాక పనిచేస్తారు. ఎలాటాలకు మొత్తం హైదరాబాద్ నుంచి పక్క జిల్లాల నుంచి కూడా అధికారులు వస్తారు. నేను అట్లా ఆర్డర్ ఇస్తే ఇప్పుడు వచ్చి మొత్తం కొలుస్తారు. రేపు మీ ఫోటోలన్నీ తీపిస్తారు. ఎవరి ఇంటికాడ వాళ్ళ నుంచి ఫోటో దిగాలి. ఎల్లుండి పొద్దున మనం రేపంతా సర్టిఫికెట్ తయారైతే నైట్లా ఎల్లుండి ఉదయం వచ్చి నేనే నా చేతితోనే మీకు సర్టిఫికెట్ పంపిణీ చేస్తాను.
The Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister, that is Chandrababu Naidu, today said by 2020 the state will transform into one of the top free-performing states in India. Addressing a non-resident of India and persons of Indian origin, that is POIS, at the Pravasi Bharati Divas in Gujarat, Naidu welcomed them to adopt one village as a part of Andhra Pradesh government flagship, that is Smart Village program, starting at NRI serves as bridges by providing access to market sources of investment, expertise, knowledge and technology. He said Andhra Pradesh has a very high number of NRIs and they can be a part of the state development process. The Chief Minister said the state will attract a huge investment in the next decade and has massive potential for public-private partnership. Investment. We have also had a plan to develop the world's largest ring road of 18 kilometers, plan to develop the world's largest ring road. According to a statement from the Chief Minister's office, he told the gathering that Andhra Pradesh offers a large bucket of opportunities for investments in the infrastructure sector and a single DAS system will prove advantageous for industries. To give an impetus to various sectors, we are also bringing out politics, outports, textiles and agriculture bases. Singapore and Japan are working with us and we are planning to give up 20 MPS to all household. By providing 24 axle power supply, we will build the best ports, airports and cities, says Mr. Naidu.
If you come to India, it will be very cost effective. These are all the advantages India is having. So what I wanted to request all of you, we have to again establish our roots. You may be NRIs, PIOs. We are also, most of us are NRVs. We are not residing in villages now. We have migrated from village to urban areas because of our profession. So I wanted to use NRIs, NRVs, and also NGOs, and also politicians, and also IAS, IPS, IFS. I want to allot every person one village to make it a smart village. There we need knowledge and also management bandwidth. Always if you go through history, one idea will change the world.
Irrigation Minister, that is Sri Harish Rao, on Friday claimed that the irrigation system developed by Kakatiya and Asif Jahan rulers were still the best in the country. Speaking to the media person after participation in a review meeting at the MCHRDI here, Harish Rao said that Telangana has the highest number of lakes and tanks compared to any state across the country. However, the entire system was deliberately neglected and subjugated by the Andhra rulers in the last 60 years. He said the state government has launched the Mission Kakatiya to review the entire system. By reviewing nearly 9,000 lakes every year, the old system would be brought to life in the next 5 years. He said, Harish Rao said that the silt being removed from the tanks and the lakes could be used as fertilizers, and the farmers could save almost 30% in farming. He said the government has issued necessary direction to all officials to implement the scheme with total commitment. Bharatiya Janata Party National President, that is Amit Shah, has clarified that party expansion's mission did not mean it would work against the ruling Telangana. This party, but the BJP has set an ambitious target of enrolling 45 lakh members in Andhra Pradesh as a part of its ongoing membership drives. In the multi-party democracy, we have the right to expand, but it does not mean we will work against the TDP, which is our alliance partner of the state and national level, Mr. Shah said as a press conference here on Friday, responding that the queries on whether the BJP would go it all alone in 2019 election. He said that it was not an appreciation time to think about such issues. Voters gave a joint mandate to the TDP-BJP combined in the previous elections, and the party's ties with the TDP were strong. He opined there were no gap between the two parties or a difference of options, and the two were working together for the development of the state and the country, he added. The BJP president said the party had decided to enroll the crores of members across the country as a part of ongoing drive, and Andhra Pradesh would play an important role in the party's affairs. The party would reach out to the people and explain them about its politics. We will welcome all those who appreciate our policies, says Mr. Shah.
अप्रूवल के लिए हमारी जो राष्ट्रीय परिषद बुलाई उसमें भी मैंने कहा था कि पार्टी का विशेष ध्यान ये 7 राज्यों पे रहेगा, जिसमें केरला, तमिलनाडु, आंध्र, तेलंगाना, उड़ीसा, वेस्ट बंगाल और आसाम। ये 7 राज्यों में हम उत्तर और पश्चिम की तरह एक मजबूत भारतीय जनता पार्टी बनाना चाहते हैं, जो सालों तक काम करे और सालों तक भारतीय जनता पार्टी एक दक्षिण और पूर्व के एरिया की सेवा कर सके।
Lower court in Pakistan granted bail to top Lashkar-e-Taiba commander 26/11 Mumbai attack mastermind, that is Zakir Rahman Lakhvi, in an abduction case. But as per the orders of the Pakistan Supreme Court order, he will remain in jail. The country's top court had overruled a recent High Court verdict earlier this month, suspending Lakhvi's detention after he was granted bail in December last year. The Pakistan government had challenged the High Court order in the Supreme Court. Zakir Rahman Lakhvi was being brought in jail since 2009, was granted bail by an anti-terror court on December 18, but was re-arrested. His lawyers has appealed against his detention in the High Court, which held is invalid. The grant of bail in Lakhvi provoked strong condemnation from India, which summoned Pakistan High Commissioner Abdul Basit to register a protest against the court order that Lakhvi could walk very free. Zakir Rahman Lakhvi was among 7 people arrested in 2009 for terror attack in Mumbai in 2008, in which 166 people were killed. While granting him bail last month, the anti-terror court had said there was not enough evidence to prove Lakhvi's role in the worst ever terror attack in India. For the last 12 months of the 4-year marriage, Sunanda Pushkar and politician Shashi Tharoor fought constantly. 2 days before, she was found dead and the couple checked into a 5-star hotel in Delhi in January 2014 and stayed up fighting till early in the morning. According to a man who worked as a congressman domestic helper, Narayana Singh was interrupted and interrogated for nearly 5 hours yesterday by the Delhi police, which registered Ms. Pushkar's death as a murder earlier this week. According to a report as his statement to the police, Narayana Singh, who claimed he was with Ms. Pushkar at the hotel in January 17th. She asked him to rest at the official residence of Mr. Tharoor, who was then a union minister, and bring back as a white outfit and that she planned to wear for a press conference. Just 2 days before that, Ms. Pushkar had in a series of angry tweets against her husband of having an affair with a Pakistani journalist. Mr. Sikh has told the police that a few hours later, a friend of Ms. Pushkar, identified as Sunil, reached the hotel after allegedly having learned that she was not well and had not woken up for hours. Mr. Tharoor arrived at the hotel and suite a little before 8 p.m. Her bedroom door was locked. Mr. Tharoor aided the summoned the police hotel staff for help. Ms. Pushkar was found dead on her bed. Mr. Tharoor has not written question yet by the police in a letter written by him to Delhi Police Chief B.S. Bisai several months ago. He had allegedly that during 2 years interrogation session of his domestic helper, Narayana Singh has been beaten by the police who wanted to frame the politician for the murder. The police chief has dismissed those allegations.
Undermine or compromise their inquiry in any way through anything I would say in public, because public discussion of matters which are meant to be in the police realm is actually an insult to police procedure, which I respect. And so I have been the one who has, despite many things that have been very provocative that I wanted to say, I've been very, very silent on this issue.
Let's have a look on today's stock market. Sensex for today stand with 27,458.38 with 0.67%. Whereas Nifty for today stand with 8,284.50 with 0.61%. Let's have a look on today's gold and silver rates as per Malabar Golds. According to Malabar Golds, today's gold rates, that is Friday 9th of January, are as follows. For 22 carats of gold for 10 grams, rupees 25,820. Whereas for 24 carats of gold for 10 grams, rupees 27,310. Silver rates for today for 10 grams, rupees 370. Let's have a look on today's weather forecast of 5 regions of Telangana state. Hyderabad minimum temperature 13 degrees Celsius and maximum 27 degrees Celsius. Karimnagar minimum temperature 13 degrees Celsius and maximum 25 degrees Celsius. Nizamabad minimum temperature 12 degrees Celsius and maximum 27 degrees Celsius. Mahbubnagar minimum temperature 19 degrees Celsius and maximum 29 degrees Celsius. Medak minimum temperature 13 degrees Celsius and maximum 27 degrees Celsius. Headlines once again. KCR makes surprise visit to Warangal slums. Chandrababu Naidu urges NRIs to be a part of Andhra Pradesh Smart Village program. BJP's expansion in Andhra Pradesh won't go against TDP, says Mr. Amit Shah. Zakir Rahman Lakhvi gets bail in abduction case but will remain in jail. What politicians Shashi Tharoor's domestic help told the police on a murder case. That's all in the newscast for today. Keep watching Real English News with your host Ikram Himani. Sign up for the day. Till then, take care. Allah Hafiz.